Okay, this is clearly just trolling. Is this the fucking new age Ajanba? What am I watching? Wait, the miracle! He survived! Wait, Gohan's counterclockwise key is gone, so he triple rotates? We have Knockout Bracket Alpha. This is going to include a few interesting matches and a few sweeps. We're seeing some matchups that are like pretty one-sided, and we see a few good ones too. For the good ones, I'm looking at like Vince, SummerJ. The rest of these actually don't look that close. Firestorm, Jack, I mean, like, I think if both of them play normally, Firestorm is just, yeah, it's super Firestorm favored. Promo versus Cove, like, this is just a promo win. The real fight here is for the last slot. If I open up Notepad here really quick, and we start listing, right? So we have like promo, Pro, Shark, 3, Firestorm, OSW, Akma, Vince, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, I think the last slot here is contested, because this could realistically go to SummerJ, Master, Hyun, maybe Dingo if he's super high rolls, Jack is a pretty good contender, and like even Audra Pro is like pretty good. If any of those players, if any of those are playing particularly well, they're gonna get the slot. If any of these people up here get eliminated, like, big situation. We're gonna see Doremy show up in like just a bit, cheering for Unnamed, being like, yeah, Unnamed is gonna get top 8. What are our cope takes? I want to hear the most cope takes in the chat. I think, of course, Doremy shows up to cope for Unnamed, bro. I can't root for EU today. Unnamed is in a scuffed ass Airbnb for the French LAN. Wait, does he have like a setup picture that I can show on stream? You got a picture I sent you? Okay. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. Oh my god, it's bad. Oh, it's terrible. We're so fucked, bro. This is Europe's representative, guys. If he gets a stool to sit on, he'll make the final. No, hold on. Because, like, okay, so he's sitting on the bed, right? Uses the hoodie to rest as, like, an armrest? No, your posture has to be fucked, no? Like, you gotta be, like, leaning forward if you want to use that. This raises more questions than I get answers for. The laptop is so far back because of the charging cable. Okay, so we couldn't plug the laptop in unless it was that far from the bed, is what I'm hearing. Like, surely you have more resources at hand that can be, that can form a better setup than this. Basically nothing. Wait, can I get like a picture of like the rest of the room? The only table is insanely shaky. Oh, okay. So like in order to have a stable place to put your keyboard, you need this box. I could play on the stove, but I don't want to do that. I unironically think it would be better. Like, it's not like you'll accidentally turn on the stove. It has like the safety, right? Where you have to push it into. There's knobs on the flat surface. Oh, fuck. Anyone know why this isn't starting? I mean, like, give them time, man. Well, actually, they did say it started like 30 minutes ago. They're probably running into technical difficulties. The second bracket has actually the top 3 players in this tournament. I would consider this the top 3, but then everything outside of that, players in bracket alpha are overall better. I do think that bracket Omega is gonna be like a little bit more scuffed. Like, we're gonna see less good matches from this one. Well, actually, no, that's not true, because we're gonna see the closer matches between the rest of the tier players here, right? They didn't stream Firestorm Jack. Damn, did they think it wouldn't be close? Unnamed got completely cooked. Okay, we have SummerJ versus Vince. What did Wiley say he was gonna do if SummerJ lost? Jump off a cliff. I see. Okay, that's content. Sounds like a Logan Paul video. Watching someone jump off a cliff. Feels so good watching people who can all spin now. Oh my god, Vince. Dude, Vince! Nah, this guy's going crazy. The way that he's doing some of these spins, like, you just don't see it anywhere else. If Vince loses this, one of Akma flying Vince is out for sure. Oh yeah, that is how that works. Oh, fuck. Wait, big stakes. Just for the narrative, I might want to see SummerJ win. For the narrative. Might just happen. Like, again, like, Vince, it looks really good for him right now. Greed's holding back-to-back. Like, see, in theory, it's good to try and tank before sending there, but It worked against him in that case. Yeah, it was the better option to just, like, fire it off immediately. He does still win the round, though, with just, like, a down stack. All right, chat, remember, if Vince wins, the world is peaceful, okay? If SummerJ wins, suddenly the bracket is, like, in complete chaos. We're, like, at the end of the world if SummerJ wins this, and everything is fucked. So as a viewer, like, if you want peak entertainment, you probably should be rooting for SummerJ. But this looks super Vince favorite, though. Like, this guy's up 17 surge, has a spike to follow it afterwards. Oh, the misdrop from SummerJ. Is able to get the skims, though. Oh my god. Wait. SummerJ lives the 18 surge. And is able to get to a clean stack. I mean, it doesn't even matter that he's behind in surge right now. Like, just the stack itself is really, really good. Builds an STSD, which makes it a little bit awkward, but deals with it just fine. Sends off the 16 surge. But Vince eats it. He doesn't need to. Okay, it's fucked. It's fucked, SummerJ bros. It's completely over. Like, there's actually no way that SummerJ can win anymore. Vince just needs to break now. Oh, he's not breaking. He's not breaking. He's farming him. Wait, the miracle! He survived! Nah, man. Vince could have fucking sent at any time and he would have killed. And he chose the one time SummerJ had garbage access. Nah. Wait, and then he's... Wait, okay, no. Let's be realistic here. This is still an even match. Okay. Let's see. Vince misdropping fucking 10 times in a row. Oh my god. It's match point for SummerJ. Wait. The bracket is so fucked if SummerJ wins this, by the way. If SummerJ wins this, like, all hell breaks loose. Pandora's box is open. Vince, you must not let this happen. We must have a nice, wholesome, fair tournament where players are ranked by their skill level relative to each other. Oh my god. This looks really good for SummerJ, by the way. Okay, Vince doing a good job at cleaning up. Has to break at 8, though. SummerJ doesn't need to break. This looked... Oh, wait. Vince broke, and SummerJ tanked it. Is able to stay on surge. Oh my god. SummerJ, this is a chance. Needs to spike. No, you need a spike. Oh, it didn't come with any extra spike. Oh my god. With a lot of implications on the line. Now, Vince misdrops, but is able to solve it pretty easily. But can't build any back-to-back in the process. Now SummerJ breaks early, tries to get some cheese onto Vince's board, succeeds at some of it, and is now just continuing up the pressure, brings up to a 5 surge here. Gonna try and go for the spike, but Vince is in too safe of a spot, is able to eat it up just fine, cycles over to the eyepiece, and now Vince back in a safe spot. Now SummerJ being pressured a little bit, but none of this should be particularly threatening towards a kill. Now, SummerJ being the first to start building Surge. Also has a much cleaner board than Vince. Now, Vince, knowing this, has to break Surge there. Goes for the combo, but it forces SummerJ off the Surge as well. Now, SummerJ going for the downstack combo. Gets the multiplier with the quad there. Vince breaking off the 6 Surge, but it sends us all clean over to SummerJ's side. Complete RNG. Alright, Vince. Waves of pressure coming from Vince's side. And it looks like it's going to be too much for SummerJ to deal with. SummerJ trying to play to the very, very top, but there's nowhere the OPs can go. All right, Vince going up to a 10 surge here. Has the clear advantage in this situation, but if Vince breaks early, it's good for SummerJ. And it looks like, oh my god, no! SummerJ had the defensive surge, but was one block away, had to tank far too much from Vince's spike. And now with Vince in the lead, Vince only needs one more to bring it home and restore order in this tournament. And now the surge, the short surge coming from Vince's side. And it might be too much for SummerJ to deal with, and it is! Vince takes the win. It got really messy towards the end. There were a lot of hiccups in the process, but Vince comes out on top, 14-12. Our round one, we had 3 close matches, and the rest were like complete blowouts. What's my point of view if Diao is not in the game? I mean, I think it's gonna be between the top 3, right? Gohan, Westel, Turtle, with mostly being Gohan favored, but Gohan can be inconsistent in tournament, so my second prediction would be Turtle and then Westel. That's like my top 3 most likely. So Gohan is the tournament favorite, Turtle being like a second, and then Westel being a third. Akuma versus SummerJ happened. SummerJ is out. Damn, but it was close. Dude, I feel bad for SummerJ. This guy, like, actually just lost 2 close matches versus the fucking resident all-spinners. Was my 8-player prediction correct? You said Promo Kuro, Shark, Firestorm, OSW, Akuma, Vince, and then you said your last one was Jack, and I said it was undecided. Holy fuck, this guy's a genius. Well, I think that's it for TWC today, yeah. So we're ending the day at that. Let's try and call the bracket. This will be the official Garbocan prediction. Circle versus Ellie. What if I predict Ellie wins this? What if I wanted to have a hot take? Haya PCO? I mean, like, to be honest, I haven't watched too much of either of these players, but I'm gonna predict Haya just because they seem like the favorite. Bach's Tiki. This looks like a Tiki win. Gohan obviously wins this. Vega versus Anya. I'm just gonna go with Vega here. Turtle wins this. Fort wins this. Turtle wins versus Fort. Although I do think Fort would put up a good fight here. Amber Circle. I do think it's an Amber win. And then, yeah, Fort wins this. PCO Baches. And then Vega, probably. I don't know, man. I haven't watched too much of Baches or Vega. Or PCO, really. I haven't gotten, like, a great impression of, like, a full impression of their gameplay. Westel wins. And then, I think Tiki? I've seen way more Tiki than I've seen Haya, though. That's the problem. All right, I'm just putting these in for the hell of it, and then I think Ellie can make it. I think Ellie can make it. I'm somewhat of a believer in the high roll. Okay, we're locked in. Predictions bracket. Let's see. Oh, we're predicting scores too. Oh fuck. Oh, we're predicting scores. This guy is locked in. Let's see. Predicting Gohan's 11-4ing Vega is like, skill-wise, yes, I agree with that, right? But tournament performance-wise, I think Gohan is gonna slip up a little bit more, and it'll maybe be like 11-6 or something. I don't think that Gohan is consistent enough in a tournament to actually do like a clean run. What other things here register as a hot take? I mean, the round ones, like, are pretty much the same as mine, and like, they're either close or they're not, right? So, that makes sense. I do think Amber's gonna take more than 2 rounds against Westel, though. These fucking slot machine players, like, you can't be giving them sweep. Good chance there's like 0 correct results here. I mean, I think the chances of getting like a few of them is actually pretty good. But yeah, the odds are against you. The odds are not in your favor. But like, these seem right. These seem about correct. On the opposite hand, I do think Fort is gonna sweep harder against Circle than 11-5, interestingly enough. I think Fort is like one of the speedsters that's actually more consistent of a player. Like, when I watch Fort, I don't feel like I'm watching a slot machine. Wait.
But yeah, so if you want to support the prize pool play base, you can purchase this. And I think with that out of the way, let's go over to Firehan first.
Was that a book by Jed? Is that what I saw? Did he just say 5Han? Yeah. He has been saying 5Han. Dude, Torawo is cooking. Yeah, how is this happening? Wait, what is going on? Hold on, wait. I'm locking in on this. Cause like how are we losing, Mr. Fort? This guy needs to just start using one key finesse. I guess you can't soft drop, but oh my god, the cheese garbage lands onto Fort's side. Fort is really pushing the speed here. Trying to burst this. Alright, nice timing from Torawo too. Tanks the garbage? Wait, dude, Torawo is just fucking shitting on him. I know this is a really good player. I mean, I know Torawo is good, but I thought Fort was better. Alright. Let's see. This is weird. Wow, okay, but it works. Wait, Torawo. This guy is actually, like, doing a, yeah, like, the kind of heart pattern. But they're playing 2 PPS right now, trying to wait for the attack, but I don't think it's coming. Like, Fort is not in any position to need to break here. Like, this guy's chilling on a 28. Alright, I think Torawo is dead. Yeah. 2 PPS now? Alright, the playstyle changed for fun while at match point. Maybe lagging? It doesn't look like lagging, because, like... But, like, what else explains this? Okay, maybe it is lag. Why are we playing at half of Fort speed, man? What is going on? Okay, this is clearly just trolling. Nah, this is fucked up. Wait, is this the fucking new age Ajanba? What am I watching? What? And Fort is just not able to kill. Okay, Torawo, it looks like it was not lag, it was actual BM. It looks like the burst speed confirms it. This is just BMing. Like, look at him! Dude, what is this, man? We're aura farming? And keeping up in Surge, too. How are we at the same Surge? Fort, what are we doing? Fort, what are we doing, man? How are we even in Surge with someone going a fucking more than a PPS underneath you? Nah, it's not real, it's not real. Okay, we did fall behind. Okay, if Torawo lives this, like, I don't know, man. This guy's just the best player in the game. Oh my god, he lives it. Ah, man, what is happening? This feels staged. This does not feel like a real game. Like, this shit was filmed in front of a live studio audience. There's gonna be a laugh track in the background. It has to be Ajanva. Why is he low-key cooking at 2 PPS? No, that's what I'm saying! Like, he's making Fort look like a fucking complete joke. And has the downstack route there. Oh, man. And then Fort's slowing down because this guy's just fucking tired. Losing the war of attrition versus someone going at 2.09 PPS. We are playing at SS rank levels of speed. Okay, wait, the misdrop. Okay, no, this guy's dead. This guy's dead. Apparently 2 PPS was not enough. We're now at 0.9, chat. We have decided that it would be funny to go even lower. Karma at 4 minutes is not instant. Okay, true. Okay, now this is just, it's too much. You can't play 1.4. You can't play 1.4. Where is he getting this confidence from? You're gonna lose. Oh my god. Oh my god. We brought it to Deuce for complete fun. He's AFK now! He's AFK! This was intentional. This was intentional. All right, faced with a 22 Surge and a point deficit now, despite having been ahead so much. How will Torawo deal with this defense? Forces the break from Fort and is able to just barely survive, gets to the clean garbage, is now gonna stall it out here. Oh my god, it's not real, it's not real. It's become a stall battle Fort has decided to also, despite being a player who solely relies on speed, decides to start playing at 2.6. He's been rage baited, chat. He's been rage baited. Fort, you can just play like you normally do, man. You don't have to stoop to his level. Fort does not solely rely. Okay, that is true, but it is his main asset. I did exaggerate a little bit. I think throwing on purpose because better seed. Look at the bracket potential after this. Okay. Yeah, it's clear that neither player is really pushing for a win. But at this rate, if it's both players wanting to lose, then like Fort can just die to his 30 surge, but it's clear that from the way he's playing that he doesn't want to. I don't know. It'd be hard to prove. Oh my god. Okay, no, it's very easy to prove. Okay, it's very easy to prove. Okay, no. Now it's very easy to prove what has gone on here.
And then,
we're seeing some speculation of what happened there, but
yeah,
maybe that's gonna get investigated later. What's
Wait,
our next match gonna look like?
Wait, yeah, it's actually just objectively better to lose there. Yeah, like if you want to lose, you don't make it this obvious. I feel like this is pretty obvious.
Hey, Micro.
Micro Blizz!
I already said hi.
He's here!
Michael Blizz?
In the fucking voice, yeah, he's here.
I literally mentioned he was in the VC and no one cared.
I said hi.
Does Torawo think he'll lose to Ellie, or does Torawo friends it out?
Torawo did not want to fight Ellie.
The latter. Lose.
Whoa, Garbo.
Wait,
Garbo?
At all.
Oh,
Garbo.
Hi, Garbo. What's up, chat? I can hear myself.
Wait, be quiet.
I've been caught.
Garbo.
Oh my god.
Stop keeping his record on his phone, man. What am I doing? This guy is shameless. This guy is completely shameless. Not a single ounce of shame in this guy, man.
If I lost, I literally would not have given a shit. But like the fact that I won with that kind of performance is just even more infuriating.
Yeah, I don't know. That there seemed to be some unsportsmanlike conduct going on in that match. Do we have any statement on that?
Dude, as soon as he did that, I knew exactly what he was doing, and like, I should have learned that from the very first TWC back in. I don't know, like you can't really predict the whole bracket. But in that short time, like...
the information was received that it's advantageous to throw.
This just calls for, like, another, like, rule set change. Like, it's very needed. Like, the problem is, with how modern, so deterministic with, like, where everyone is relative to each other, a certain top player is gonna beat these players, but they're gonna lose to, like, that group of players. It's not like Nestris where everything's, like not predictable. So, like, single...
Yeah, I did mention many times how Bach having a... You know how like Bach having a bad day in 2023 and losing to Ritter in group stage caused him to get second place in TWC instead of losing to down corners. But like,
true.
Yeah. And especially like not everyone is going all out with the qualifiers.
The bracket is a little bit funny, but I don't think there's that much that you can do for that from a like TO perspective, right?
Yeah. Also, what's the call out? Like, am I disqualified or some shit? Like,
wait, why would you be disqualified?
You were trying to prevent match fixing.
I was trying to hear him, like...
Yeah. Like, I'm literally vouching you in the TOEC TO server right now.
I gave him as much time as he could to, like rethink his decision of, like, throwing. I should pull up the chat in the lobby right now.
Okay,
I don't think you should.
As much as I was not logged in, like, at least
no, Fort is not getting DQ. I don't
Fort is innocent here.
I'm literally
he's legit saying, like, hey, you realize if we throw on purpose, we're gonna get DQ'd. He's saying, he's trying to get him to reconsider. Fort is innocent here. He understands what's happening and is trying to talk it into a fair match again.
Oh my god, Willie J, like, made a thread on the TWC's Discord.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Amber.
Like,
did Amber just not show? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Amber's right now. So in the group chat, he said he wanted to play Sunday. Like, I don't know what exactly happened. That stuff probably didn't happen. And what is it? He's at a party right now at his cousin's.
Oh,
So,
okay,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
So
that's why
you can
he's
just
not
full
here.
DQ, yeah, okay.
Oh shit, and we're DQ'd. Oh wait, you guys already said
Anyways,
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything interesting is happening, especially in this VC, feel free to let me know. Just send me a Discord DM or send a message in my chat. All right, anyways, I'm going back to...
All right.
Good morning, how's the games? Ost, you do not want to know what just happened.
And this is exactly
You do
what
not
Gohan
want to
does
know.
best.
Those who know.
The greed and
Oh my god, the
speed
Gohan
is
greed?
insanity here. Okay, yeah, that's normal.
Nah, man.
That's just completely normal.
Oh my god, the demigods are angry today, and when are they gonna strike with their fury? Right there with the 33!
Nah,
And look at the
what was
full
that?
kill garbage!
Okay, since both these... Okay, wait, we have a Circle versus Kamiyama here. Circle top 16 would be huge. I'm a Circle believer. This guy's been playing really well this tournament. And it's a battle for garbage access here. Kamiyama gets the down stack through. Meanwhile, Circle taking more of his time. He's going to be trying to time this, but in the meantime, he misses his T-spin. That miss drop doesn't set him back too far, but it means that his opponent now has a 5 surge, building up to 6. Kamiyama going for the Imperial Cross at the top of the board. Looks like it doesn't get punished. Now Circle miss dropping. It means that he's going to be delayed on his surge as well. Both players having a lot more of a messy game than some of the other rounds of the set. With misdrops galore, lots of sloppy play going on. And speaking of misdrops, Kamiyama misdrops that piece there. And it looks like that misdrop at the top of the board is too much and is going to give a round over to Circle. And at a score this close, where we're basically playing a first to 2, it's really risky to try pushing speed like that, but he still goes for it. And the risks seem to have paid off there. But now he's going back to his old plonker ways. Sending off the surge there, it's gonna connect! The cheese garbage gets onto Kamiyama's side. But Kamiyama doesn't look too bothered by this, is just gonna continue stacking at his own leisurely pace. Doesn't need to access it instantly. And the PCO without any all spins is just not what you want to see on Circle side in such dire straits here. And if Circle wins this, he can bring it to deuce and buy himself a little bit more breathing room. But in the meantime, he is in the hot seat. With everything on the line, he looks to be trying to go for an attack here, but he does not have any surge, so this isn't going to have any killing power. Needs to try and build a surge here somehow. But he's playing too slow. He's trying to time, but meanwhile, the attack that he's expecting isn't coming because Kamiyama had misdropped. And now, by trying to time there without proper information, he gives Kamiyama an out, whereas if he just sent one attack on that misdrop, Kamiyama would have lost the round. Now Circle, you can tell he's nervous here. He has a 13 surge and he absolutely doesn't want to throw it. Oh, and Circle is shaking. His placements have become unsteady right now. You can tell just by the way he's moving his pieces that he's nervous. Every piece holds just a little bit of hesitation to make sure it's not a misdrop. Goes for the spike, but it's premature here. He does get some cheese garbage over, but it felt like he was also just trying to end the round as fast as he could. And both players actually playing far more safely than they usually do, but can be expected at this point. And Circle is going to be the one to pull through. Oh, Circle, but misdrops his entire board. The huge opening spike coming from Kamiyama here. Circle is able to survive though, showcasing his excellent defense, but misdrops 2 pieces and he's scrambling to try and fix it. And in the meantime, his opponent Kamiyama now is able to build surge, but Kamiyama even breaks it too early. It didn't look like the kind of situation where he was forced to, but again, with both players feeling the pressure, they're making choices that they wouldn't have otherwise made. And it really is just a battle of willpower here. whoever is willing to take more risks will ultimately come out on top. A Circle going for such a weird upstack here. He misdrops the J piece, now trying to fix it, misdrops a T piece in the process. Now this is a chance for Kamiyama here. So many misdrops. Now Circle in this spot now has a good chance, has a lot of clean garbage, but he needs to commit. He needs to make sure that he doesn't back away now. And yet still doesn't cancel the garbage and gets sent so much cheese. Now Kamiyama in such a huge lead. Kamiyama could be taking it home in just a second. Circle down stacking. Is able to make a nice down stack here, but misdrops the T piece. Looks to be fixed up decently. And now once again, Circle finds himself on a good board state while Kamiyama misdropping a ton. Now all that Circle needs to do is pressure. He needs to pressure. He just needs to send a little bit more. Goes for a last-ditch effort. But in any case, we're back to deuce here. Misdrops coming through from Circle's side. Tries to donate a T-piece, but rotates it too many times. So many misdrops, and he's gonna end up giving away another free win over to Kamiyama. And remember, as we start approaching 15, there is a hard limit of 15 points. So whoever gets 15 points, regardless of deuce, will automatically win the round. Circle going for the STSD here. Trying to find a down stack combo, but again, I think it's too early. Without any surge, that's not going to do anything, so he has to be more patient. But impatience seems to be getting the better of both of these players. However, a random spike from Circle there takes the kill that had absolutely zero business killing, that was not intentional on either side, does not react, and gets spiked out for no reason there. Back to 13-13. But Circle, in classic Circle fashion, throws another round. Now Circle, not on the best of board states, but it looks to be serviceable here. Waits, but it was such a bad wait. He's waiting while about to tank a huge surge attack. He just needs to press forward here. Now meanwhile, Kamiyama going for the multiplier down stack. And it's a little bit too early to be going for the killing spike, but he still tries anyways, and Kamiyama is going to send a bunch of clean garbage over to Circle side. And in typical circumstances, this would be really, really bad, but Circle doesn't do anything with the clean garbage. Now Kamiyama being pushed up, Circle was able to get a bit of cheese over just off of these weird decisions, off of these weird skims. It does have the silver lining of sending some cheese garbage over to Kamiyama's side. That's going to stall him a little bit. Now sends a lot of clean garbage over to Circle's side. If Circle can leverage this properly, he could be looking at a win here. However, Kamiyama also now has that clean garbage over, due to Circle sending it disjointedly. The typical awareness that you usually see Circle have is not present at the moment. Sending clean when he ought to send cheese, and vice versa. Timing when about to tank clean. However, what matters more is that he's under a huge surge deficit. He's gonna have to try and defend this, but the surge is premature from Kamiyama. Circle is not the only one feeling the pressure. Kamiyama also making such a poor decision in that case. And this might lead to his death here. All Circle has to do is pressure a little bit more and then look for a surge break. However, he is hesitating. Goes for a surge break, but it's not ideal. And that's gonna lead Kamiyama to be able to live this one. Now Circle trying to find one last bit of multiplier, a bit of attack at the end, but by the time he finds it, Kamiyama is already home free. Kamiyama misdropping the J piece, but skims it pretty easily. Now it's up to Circle at this point to try and build some back-to-back here. Brings it up to 4, 5. He just needs to hold on. He just needs to hold on. 8. Do not break, Circle. He doesn't break? Okay, he breaks at the very end? But it doesn't, wait. Kamiyama doesn't have a T-piece! Kamiyama builds a T-spin, doesn't have a T-piece, kills himself at the moment, and now we are over to a tiebreaker. This is the golden point. No more rounds will be played after this one. This is the decisive match. And Circle being put on the back foot immediately. Misdrops, but he has garbage access. It's not enough. Kamiyama takes the round. Circle throws, and Kamiyama very graciously catches. And that is going to end it at 14-15. Our very first golden point of this entire tournament. And Circle is now eliminated from the tournament, and Kamiyama proceeds on to top 6. Both players here, just so nervous. You can tell. Both players just making poor decision after poor decision. But again, whoever has a stronger heart here is going to win. Wait, Vega is winning against Gohan. Wait, chat, is this real? Context here, Gohan is the favorite to win the entire tournament. He is the best player in this tournament. So to be down points is not a good sign for him. Vega when he doesn't throw, true. Oh my god, Gohan with the double misdrops. He misdropped everything. He misdropped both sides that he could have built the overhang on. Oh my god, that was bad. I've never seen a misdrop that unfortunate. I've seen worse misdrops. I've seen more fatal misdrops, but I've never seen a misdrop as funny as that one. Vega's good? I mean, Vega is good, yeah. Dude, Blarg randomly is like, what? I didn't know this player was good. It's too funny. We're out of touch or what? Alright, huge spike coming from Vega, but Gohan greens it, and now Vega's at match point! Okay, I see a chat message saying, Garbo, you can't let Gohan lose. I don't exactly know what you mean by that. What do we mean by I can't let Gohan lose? Oh my god, Gohan misdrops twice and just wins anyways. Here is where we evaluate if Vega is a choker or not. This is where we really see. Oh my god, he is. Oh my god, he is. Why are we covering the garbage hole there? Gohan not too far behind, but Gohan stacking so greedily at the top of the board here, uses both eyepieces horizontally to skim, somehow still lives. Vega reeling from misdrops, and Gohan's gonna take another round. How is that legal? Using 2 eyepieces on skims while at the top of the board is fucking crazy work. Both of these players playing at 4.7. This is in a completely different league than the match we had just watched. And both players pretty even on Surge too, and no signs of letting up. Oh my god! Gohan, he loses the round on 26 Surge! He doesn't break, he tries to tank it. So both players, again, escalating here. Gohan takes the quad. All he needs to do is not hold this piece. All he needs to do is not hold this. But he tries, oh wait, I guess, no, he does the quad here. And then he can't break Surge because he doesn't do a triple. His count to 4 instincts have betrayed him here. Dude, I can't believe this guy loses by just being too good at counting to 4. All right, we have Ellie versus Fort here. I don't know. We're praying for a high roll here. Spam this bull to help Ellie high roll. I really do want Ellie to win. Even though Fort's one of the homies, I do really want to see Ellie win this. I want to witness more high rolls, more miracles. I'm really just a gambler. Every time there's an inconsistent player, I root for them to high roll. Let's see. Fort with the STSD. Oh my god, the all clear finish. Okay, that was textbook bad STSD. We actually need a bad STSD counter. Like, I need to get Marshmallow on the case. And just, when he's editing this stuff all together, have a bad STSD counter. Cause, like, the amount of people I've seen get killed by doing STSDs is crazy stuff. Oh my god, Ellie's winning. Oh my god, Ellie's winning. For Kenda is cooking. I'm Canadian, I'm rooting against my Canadian representative. Okay, wait, Ellie's cooking. Needs a, oh my god. Okay, nice down stack from Fort. My bad. Wasn't familiar with your game, Fortizm. This guy just down stacked like full board of cheese like it was nothing. We need to see some good spins from Ellie. We need to see some brilliance. Nice spike. Fort's able to cancel, but sends a short surge. Nice cheesing too. But I mean, like, I don't know, against Fort, like, some of this cheese has just been eaten through so quickly. Nice misdrop save by Ellie. Good spike as well, but can't get any clean garbage over to Fort's board. The part that's gonna be sent through is the clean garbage, which is bad news for Ellie, but Ellie is doing a really good job at speeding up. Getting this surge number as high as possible here. in the shortest amount of time. Goes for the spike, sends some messier garbage over to Fort side, but not nearly enough to kill. Now an S-piece misdrop from Ellie might kill her here. Find some nice skims over, but it's gonna put Ellie behind here. Meanwhile, Fort upstacking quite nicely here. Has an 8 surge, is gonna keep building up these quads. Goes for the kill spike, but it doesn't kill. Ellie's able to defend it. Now Ellie on the downstack has a nice clean garbage well and might be able to kill Fort in the next sequence. However, fails to continue pressuring. Seems to not bother him too much. Now the 15 surge coming through, but it's poorly timed. It sends so much clean garbage over to Fort side. Now it's Ellie that's doing the STSD, but like it's so bad. It's so bad because you have to break afterwards. Like the only reason Ellie loses is by taking STSD there, by the way. Getting spiked to the top of the board, but not quite fast enough to get to those Z pieces. And now, with Fort at match point, we're gonna see if Fort chokes or not. Tonight, we've been seeing a lot of really big chokes, so I wouldn't put it past him. And Fort is throwing. Fort's throwing. Oh my god. And now Ellie has a surge advantage here. This looks far more like how Ellie would want to win this match. However, some hesitations coming through is gonna force her off of the surge. And a misdrop is going to force Fort off of it too. And if Ellie can survive this, there's a lot of clean garbage waiting as a reward. Gets through, but it doesn't look too clean. Ellie forced to break back-to-back multiple times just to get down safely. And Fort wasting no time, has a 12 surge. However, Ellie forces Fort off of the surge, now sends a spike of her own, and is going to take another round. We are now 9-10. All we need is one slip up from Fort. And Ellie will be back in it at deuce. Again, with a little bit more breathing room. It's really important because the psychological burden on you is just a lot lesser when you have that extra 1 round of insurance. But right now, Ellie has no such luxury. Trying to go for the spike to kill, but it's not enough. An impatient spike trying to end the round early, trying to make it stop, but you have to be more patient, and that lack of patience might be punished here, just barely surviving. Getting to that garbage, a suboptimal solution, but a working one nevertheless. Trying to get to the downstack, again, just in the nick of time, getting to the eyepiece. And that's 3 very, very close defenses from Ellie here. Reeling from the pressure. She's at the bottom of the board, safe, but not out yet. Needs to try and find some pressure here, needs to attack if she wants to make any advantage come through from this. However, no such thing happens. Now just letting herself get pressure to the top of the board. In the meantime, Fort on the offensive here. At the bottom of the board, getting ready to send more attacks. Breaks at 5, and this is bad news for Ellie. Ellie struggling here, tanking some cheese, but is able to survive for the short term. However, the long term isn't looking too much better. Now Fort getting to a 4 surge, getting ready to attack. Meanwhile, Ellie sets up the defense of her own. Sends off the 4 surge, but it's not enough to force Fort off of the surge. Fort expertly tanks the garbage, is able to play the macro there well. Tanks the garbage, sends off the 9 surge, and has some extra spikes ready, but they are not necessary. And Fort is going to take the round 11-9. With that, Ellie is now eliminated from the tournament. Yeah, it looks like Ellie is gone. Wow. That's upsetting. I wanted to see Ellie continue. And our Canadian representative now moves on to the finals. Is that our only Canadian? Damn. Wait, I guess I have to root for Fort now. Let's go Fortism. Fucking maple syrup. Mark Carney. Let's go. I don't know what other things about Canada I can name. Fucking, healthcare. What's going on the mainstream? We have Bachess versus who? Wait, Gohan. Oh, we're cooked. If Bachess wins this and Gohan's eliminated, like, this tournament is just cooked. This tournament is, like, completely insane. Wait, Gohan's counterclockwise key is gone, so he triple rotates? Wait, that can't be real. Wait. If we actually have to see okay, but if Gohan makes it through this one, then he's fine. He can fix his keyboard, he can get a replacement or whatever, right? But no, if he loses here, this tournament over his keyboard breaking and not being able to replace it, this tournament is like completely fucked. Can he not set it to another key? and just use another key. That has to be better than triple rotating. Like, can he not move his hand like a little bit over or something? Okay, no, he's triple rotating. I just saw one. All right, nerfed Gohan. Yeah, the T-wiggle means that you're using the other rotate key inherently. Oh my god, he thought he killed. But I mean, Bachess is still under so much cheese. Gohan just needs to break. Gohan, just break. Oh my god, he's not breaking. He's not breaking. He's still going. He let Bachess get through all of that cheese garbage just fine. Okay, this is now the opportunity. You need to break now. You need to break now. Okay. Wait, it doesn't kill. Oh my god, okay. Nice multiplier from Bachess. Putting some pressure onto Gohan here. Gohan playing so riskily. Tanks at the very end. Oh my god, wait, Bachess is cooking. Wait, Bachess is cooking. We need to not throw this, Mr. Bachess. Sends the 20? Oh, but Gohan doesn't have a quad there, so he dies. Oh, Gohan cannot Z-spin. Oh, wait, let's see. Oh! Oh! Oh, there! I see, I see. Dude, he can't do the spin! He can't do the spin! You can tell he's like sitting at it, staring at it, but he can't do it. However, he's doing a good job at cheesing Bachess here. And if anything, you have some psychological pressure at knowing that your opponent is, like, completely handicapped. Like, if you're against an opponent who can't counterclockwise rotate, like, you do feel some pressure as well. Alright, and then he throws a freebie, because why not? Oh my god, okay, well, Bachess has just thrown the entire set. With those misdrops. Now look at the final bracket. A lot of things went not to plan this time. Okay, Gohan, you will, within the next 2 weeks, be able to get a keyboard replacement, right? That is within your means. Wait, Vince versus Westel? Wait, the bracket is crazy right now. Okay, he already bought keyboard. Okay, he has the order in. It takes 555 years to be shipped. Is there really gonna take longer than 2 weeks to ship? Hopefully that goes well. We have Westel versus Vince. One of these is gonna be eliminated, probably Vince. We have some cinema, and then we'll see the Turtle Westel. Wait, Turtle Westel, Turtle Gohan. Holy, that'll be insane. My king Turt Dog pull through. Yeah. We're here for the Turtle World Championships. Anyways, I'm gonna go for now. I will see you guys on October the 3rd. Peace.